some types of service during volleyball. The first service is the underhand serve. For the basic underhand serve, you will use your dominant hand to strike the ball. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart with your non-dominant foot forward. Hold the ball in your opposite hand, cupping the ball like on a golf tee. Hold the ball low at round waist level and out in front of yourself. You should have the same foot forward as the side of the hand holding the ball. For example, a right-handed player will hold the ball in their left hand and their left foot will be forward. This is important for having balance and generating power. Now, you will make a fist with your hitting hand and swing back and strike the ball on the underside using the flat palm side of your fist. You want to create as flat as surface as you can with your fist so that the ball flies straight. The swings needs to be through the ball. Swings as if the ball is further away. Don't let the hand stop immediately on contact. Finally, make sure that your swing is coming up as your fist makes contact with your underside of the ball. You want it to be in an upward motion, almost like a boxer doing an uppercut punch so that the ball is sent on an upward path, not just straight. The second service is the floater service. The floater service is one of the main overhand serves. You will begin by facing the net with your feet slightly apart, non-dominant foot forward. Most of your weight should be on your back foot. Begin with the ball in your non-dominant hand, and a great tip is to start with the air hold of the ball in your palm. If you begin this way, the ball is going to start with the heaviest part of the ball pointing down, which make it more likely to float or drift in the air. As you toss it straight up, don't launch it high into the air. You simply want to raise it quickly to the height your arm can extend for your overhand swing, so usually 12 to 18 inches above your tossing hand. You should be releasing the toss about level with your head, so the ball will be placed in front of your hitting shoulder and you will be stepping it into with your swing. Now, step forward and swing with an open palm, finger spread. You want to slap the ball with your firm palm, not your fingers, and pop it, making contact right in the center of the back of the ball. This gives the shape. While it's always tempting as a server to have the mindset that a harder serve is harder to return. The floater is actually the opposite. The softer you hit it, the more movement and the more unpredictable it can turn out. This is like the pitcher who uses a change up in baseball. Everyone gets used to hard, fast and straight, then you put them with a floater. Our third service is the top spin serve. The top spin serve is probably the most common overhand serve. You will begin in the same position as the floater serve, but disregard the air hole of the ball. For this serve, you will toss a little higher and a little more directly above your hitting shoulder than the floater toss. This gives you a hand just a little longer to snap your wrist and get the top spin going. Contact the ball higher on the back side of the ball and a little below the middle. You will snap your wrist like you're trying to wrap your hand over the top of the ball. This will give it the top spin. It's important that you follow through this serve that ensures the spin and increases the velocity. Once you are consistent at hitting your top spin serve, start tossing the ball with some top spin. You can easily do this by flicking your wrist toward yourself as you toss. This gets the ball already moving with the spin your hand will be making, which just adds to the ball's momentum. The top spin serve is more predictable in its trajectory than the floater, which make it easier for defenders to know how to receive. The difficulty comes from the power and speed and that you can serve with, because the top spin will help the ball curl down after it crosses the net instead of sailing to the back wall of the game. You have the potential with some really strong top spin to get some aces in two situations. Players may think that ball will go out, but it drops just inside the line, and players think they're in position to receive the ball, drops just out reach in front of them. The topspin serve is more suited to serve deep into the court, and it's easier to hit specific spot because the ball's flight is more consistent. Our last service is the jump serve. Jump serves are very advanced and should only be attempted by players who are consistent with their regular standing version. Jump serves can either be a jump floater or jump topspin. Basically, these serves are the same except you start several paces behind the service line and perform an approach and a jump. You will do a left-right-left approach just like when hitting. You will toss as you begin your approach and significantly higher than the other tosses because the ball has to hang in the air long enough for you to meet it. You can use either hand or your both hand for the toss. Jump serves can be incredibly intimidating for many players. Your toss is the most challenging part to master. If you can make your toss consistent, then approaching consistently becomes much more manageable. You have to jump before the end line. You are allowed to land inside the court after hitting the serve. What makes the jump serve so difficult is that you have so many moving parts. Any of the other serves you can focus is just making a solid contact. With jump serves, you have to worry about a more challenging toss, a correct approach, and the timing of it all.